Hello everyone, I'm Cindy Sarkady, 4-H Youth Development Educator in Waukesha County, and welcome to the YouTube training video on club charters. The charting process offers a great opportunity for youth and adults to work together planning their club year. This short training video will show you how to work through your club charter. If you have additional questions, please contact your local UW Extension office. So let's begin. Besides being a UW Extension 4-H requirement to become or remain a 4-H club or group, charters are designed to help adults and youth leaders focus on the educational goals of their club or group. Through this process, we strive to help adults and youth learn more and do more for themselves to grow as leaders and to create an environment that promotes civic engagement. In addition, the financial piece of the document is required for tax purposes. The fillable form for existing 4-H clubs and groups can be found on the UW Extension State 4-H website at the link listed. Also found on the website is the Charter Completion Guide. This guide helps prepare you to fill out the charter renewal forms. Please begin your charter renewal process by filling out this form. If you answer no to any of the questions on this guide, you will need to gather additional information before completing your charter renewal. For example, if you answer no to question 6 regarding SMART goals, you'll need to develop them before completing the charter renewal form. On page 2 of the charter, there's a section on the essential elements of positive youth development. This is the foundation of what we do in 4-H. We create an environment where youth experience positive growth and development through their 4-H experiences. Mastery in your club can be measured by having a strong educational plan, which involves club business, community service, education, as well as socialization. Generosity is demonstrated in your clubs when youth have the opportunity to contribute through community service. Independence is demonstrated in your clubs when you involve youth in leadership and decision making. Does your youth create the agenda with your help, or do you do it for them? Are youth encouraged to look for educational and social activities that benefit the club, or do adults make those decisions? Belonging is demonstrated in all that we do. Both youth and adults create a welcoming environment, not by just saying hello, but taking the time to help families feel connected. Do you have a committee whose sole purpose is to create a welcoming environment? Wouldn't that be a great addition to your club? Bylaws or guidelines help guide the clubs in their mission, membership, and policies. If the bylaws or guidelines have been updated, or you're a new club, a copy of the bylaws must be sent in with the charter. You can find a sample bylaw template on either your county's website or the UW Extension 4-H website. When planning the club or group calendar, does your business take up the majority of the meeting? The meeting agenda items should reflect the educational goals you have listed on your charters. We will get into this part in the next few slides. Planning ahead for club meetings will help eliminate the need to have lengthy business meetings. If there are many items to discuss, consider creating a committee that will meet prior to your meeting and report back to the group. The primary reason the clubs meet are for educational purposes. If you need help in working through the group calendar, contact your county's 4-H youth development educator. They'll be happy to help you. On page 3, you will write your SMART goals. SMART goals will help the club set the direction of the club year. It will help the club create achievable goals that can be measured at the end of the year. The charters are reviewed by the educator in your county and used to generate impact statements for reporting and grant writing. Now for the financial piece of the charter. This is a sample bank statement for the end of June. You will need a copy of your bank statement from the end of June to work on your charter, and it will also need to be turned into your extension office. This is the financial section of the charter. It may look more confusing than it actually is. Let's start by adding the beginning balance from July 1st of the previous year. This club had $1,000. They did not have a savings account, so they entered in a zero. Remember to always add zeros if you don't have money in the line items. Remember that sample bank statement we saw earlier? The ending balance, June 30th of this year, is recorded here. They had $1,025. Then you add each column and record it in A and D. Now look at the funds received and the funds distributed. This club made $50 on fundraising. They did not subtract the costs of supplies. Now look across at the funds distributed. This is where you list the fundraising expenses. They spent $25. The club made a profit of $25. On the next line, under funds received, the clubs collected the $35 family dues from 10 families. That's where the $350 comes from. Look across to the funds distributed. This is a recording of the check that they wrote either to the Extension office or the Leaders Association for $350. You continue to add to both columns. There is a key on the charter document to help you determine which monies go where on the financial section. Let's look at the other or pass-through fund. This club collected monies from members to learn how to do origami from a college student. The funds distributed is the same since the club leader reimbursed the college student for supplies. Are you still with me? The great thing about YouTubes is that you can stop and rewind them if you have questions. Now the double checking. Let's add A, $1,000, to B, $500, and subtract C, $475, and this will equal D, $1,025, the ending balance for the year. Now don't panic if they don't add up. Perhaps there's an uncashed check to be accounted for. Go back through the funds collected and distributed from your club record. If you have problems, contact your county 4-H youth development educator for help. This is the key to help you determine where you list the specific funds collected and distributed. You're almost done. Remember to sign off on the work you just did. Then it's time to turn in your charter, as well as a copy of your updated bylaws and the June 30th bank statement. Check with your county UW Extension office for your charter's deadline. Still have questions? Contact your local UW Extension office for additional help. Thank you for taking the time to go through the chartering video.